Here we go with a new episode. Long time waiting for what now? Now what? Which is something we're trying to build to where it's when things are just crazy, batshit crazy, kind of like this election that we can't use the F word, the FRAUD. Shh, they can't spell. Um, and just a lot of different stuff, and the stuff's obvious. Come on, but they're denying it, and it's like the grass is blue and the sky's green, and dirt falls and rain just stay. It's just stupid. Everything's up and down. Down is up. Um, so we're gonna get stuck. I'm here talking with Mike, and we're gonna get stuck with a situation where people that don't want to work are gonna get free shit. Kids they're gonna take their college education money and pay off $50,000, but not the people who lost their businesses, or people to save their houses, or to pay for their cars, which is pretty messed up. What do you think about that, Mike?
To be honest with you, if you go to college, you're taking a risk. Here, this is a long drawn out bunch of horse shit. Just things that go through my mind. If you go to college, you're taking a risk. You're going to pay all that money, and you know that you're going to owe that money to go to college. And you're going to go and you're going to spend all that money to go to college for 4 years, and you don't have a guaranteed job after you take on the responsibility of going to college to get that degree when that piece of paper doesn't guarantee you a damn thing. So,
Unless you're Hunter Biden and your father's the vice president because he failed not once but twice running as
well, then
president,
Russia
and
just pays
Barack
for
Obama feels
everything.
bad for him. Well, yeah, and then Barack Obama. Well, first it was China, but then Barack Obama feels bad and says, "Hey, I'll just take him. I gotta have a white man under me." He was the token vice president, but he hadn't done anything great. He basically did all these different things, and Kamala Harris says, "I was that little girl." And dude, she dropped out of the primaries when she was going to get booted out anyway. She didn't even show up for the voting so that she could see that no one wanted her. Democrats didn't want this woman, yet his campaign took her. His
And
faculties
this is the
aren't
same
there.
woman. This this woman that he picked to be his vice president is the same woman that called him a sexual predator.
I know, right? And then she goes, "Well, he's my president." Well, he ain't gonna be my president. I mean, I look at it like this. Ever since Imus got kicked off the air because he's all like, "Oh, look at those women, they're a bunch of nappy-headed hoes." He's old, and that's how they were back then. Just like Sanford and Son, uh, oh my God, different shows like All in the Family, The Jeffersons. That shit would not fly these days,
Oh my
but it
lord,
was
All in
good
the
and it was
Family would
true,
definitely not have flown right now.
right? And what did All in the
There'd
Family
be
do?
so many butthurt people right now if All in the Family was on the air.
Well, no,
Holy
with this country
Christ.
being so racist, which I think is total bullshit. I think this country is selfish and greedy. I mean, I know I am. I'm
It's all
selfish.
about what can I get, what can I get.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I just bought my fifth. I showed you. I bought my fifth WWE replica title. What do I need them for? Oh, I have a plan. But the thing is, I
I
really don't
just
need
bought
them
a
now.
fifth.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying is, like, it's like they're always saying, like, it's so bad, everything's so racist, this and this. I honestly think people who think about racism all the time, live their life in fear of it, are the ones who are racist. It's kind of like there's one guy who's black I work with. He's a big dude, too. I mean, he gets in that Hertz truck and he walks back and forth. That thing shakes. Like, whoa, holy crap. He could have been a wrestler. He should have been a wrestler. But here's the thing. He's like, well, when you get pulled over, do you fear for your life? And I said no. But then I came back the next day after thinking about it, and I said, I also don't fear. I was in New York. Every time I was in there, even by myself, I never feared for my own life. Because they do tell you, and they told you in the past, never be the victim, never look like the victim, walk confidently. It's not that hard. You just walk normal and do your own thing. No one's gonna come for you. I mean, and if it does, guess what? It was meant to be. It was gonna happen. Something, whatever. So this whole thing with systemic racism and the fact that you elect these retards, and all the people that he's putting in his cabinet are from Obama's administration. So basically, we're going into a recession again. He's not even going to make it through four
Reverting
years.
back to the past.
Yeah, he's not
And
going. Yeah,
as far as I know, the past is the thing that we're trying to get away from.
right.
Am
I
I
would
right
have.
or wrong there in saying
No,
that?
no,
It's like,
no,
okay,
dude. There's so many people I would have picked. I would have picked off somebody that wasn't running for president as my vice. Hell, he could have picked AOC as his running mate for Christ's sake.
oh,
But she's super
fuck.
radical. Wow, see, she's super radical. She's nuts. Look at all the pictures she takes, dude. People get her a crazy face, as you can see on the front thing for this. Dude, this bitch is crazy. Oh, but she's so smart and she's this and that. Like, she's so crazy to the point where she wants to pay for schools, she wants to pay for housing. Who do you think's going to pay for this? Are they taking a pay cut? Are they going to work for free? Are they going to let the government decide how much they get paid? You know?
Shit. No, they're the ones that give
Are going to be
themselves
making the money.
raises. Come on.
Yep. They're the ones that are going to be making the money. And that's the crazy part. It's like, okay, well, so you're not going to make nothing either? No. There has to be somebody up top. The whole point is, I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I've always voted Democrat, except for Trump. I voted for him because there was clear crazy coming. Now, Republicans don't believe in big government. Dude, they're already hushing people up when it comes to posting things on Twitter. Dude, my Twitter account, and I had to sign in for both my both wrestling ones, my the one for this, and my pass and grab. Which, by the way, check out pass or grab. It's pretty funny. Um, it's basically like I had to sign in through all of them because I retweeted it or something. They want to make sure I'm not a robot. But yet, when I look on people's tweets and there's stuff like that about how great he is, or if he tweets something, someone puts a mention in there, and it's clearly a bot because it's the same thing I've seen on other comments before. It's the same comment on another thing, another thread, and it's crazy. It's just it's like being censored and everything, and how they are. They're like, oh, socialism. Uh, like a friend told me, well, we already have Social Security, but that's different. That's when you're
That
old
is
or
that is
injured.
so far from that is
Um,
so far from socialism.
if they would have changed the name of it, just because it's called Social Security, if they would have changed the name of it, then it wouldn't even be a discussion. But you
Social
claim,
Security you actually pay into. Socialism is like, hey, can I have $1?
well, it's like unemployment. Why the hell were they giving people extra $600? That's not fair to the people that had to work. We weren't getting extra. Now they're complaining, oh, we can't live on this, we can't live on that. Me and Lisa went to buy a house, right? And the realtor was telling us, he's saying there's gonna be a lot of houses foreclosed. I'm like, why? These people are getting paid more on unemployment than not. He goes, but they're not paying their mortgages. And he has the inside tip, I guess, through his banker that works for Weichert. So people had that extra money and they didn't. One guy was telling me his daughter was a bartender. When she could have went back to work, she's like, I make more doing this sitting home. I'm just gonna sit home. Like,
Oh, I hear that. I hear that
and
crap
she
all the
was
time
white.
here.
And she's white. And that's the thing. So it doesn't matter
I,
what color
I
you are.
hear
There's
that
lazy
crap
everywhere.
all the time. People, they say, well, I mean, I could go to work, but I make more money on unemployment, or I make more money on welfare, or I make more money doing this, or than I
You
would when
shouldn't.
I was working. I said, well, find a better fucking job. Better yourself. That's what you're supposed to do.
I feel you shouldn't get welfare unless you're physically injured or mentally, and they should actually like create a task force in the government and give government benefits and everything to these people in all the states, and they just have cases, and they just have to watch them and look at them, and if they see their life's different and they're living a normal life, then they can work. I mean, if you could smoke a cigarette, you can work. If you can have sex, you can work. If you could go drinking in bars with friends, you can work. Like, well, maybe not so much that one, but like if you could do all these different things, you can work. You can get a job if you're not clearly disabled. Like I know people, and I know people who are with people and whatnot that have disabilities, and those people are struggling. Why? Physically. Even like my one friend, his girlfriend. Clearly, she could use help. Clearly, she should have help, like getting a vehicle so she does not take the bus or do anything. But no, we can't take care of those people. That's too obvious. We have to take care of the people who are fine and going nowhere. And they said statistically, I think it was 56% or more, people that go to college don't even get a job doing what they went to college for. And meanwhile, they
Exactly.
just, yeah. And
You
then,
when it's to the point where you have people with college degrees working at frickin' McDonald's,
McDonald's
something
pays good.
is wrong.
But McDonald's does pay good. So it's not like it's a bad job. Working hard, that's one thing I agree with AOC is that working in stores and stuff, it's not a bad job. It's not a hard job. That's
No,
probably the only thing I've ever heard her say that's
it's not a
normal.
bad job at all.
Work is work, you know. I
If
mean,
you're doing something and earning your money instead of just getting it handed to you while you sit on your fucking ass, yeah.
it's a good
If
job.
you're doing something constructive,
Yeah. Now, see, Lisa, she does. My girlfriend's an in-home health aide or nurse and stuff, and she does all these different things. And she takes care of this lady, and this lady's very ill. She sees this, dude. I took care of my mom. I watched my mom die slowly, okay, and I watched my dad die slowly, then like quick, and then my mom even slower. I won't even do that shit for money. I don't care. I'd rather be single, living in a cardboard box, than doing that shit. That's no way to live. It just it makes you. It's not that it depresses you. It subconsciously puts you in a mode where you're just you feel like you're depressed, but it's more of just a blah, you know? Like taking care of my mom, it
it's
was like blah. I don't even remember the years when I barely remember the years other than she's in and out of the hospital 18 times in 3.5 years. Because, healthcare says let them go because their numbers are fine. She had a doctor who would falsify numbers so she could stay longer. But see, that's what I'm saying is like they focus on the wrong people, and these they focus on it too. They want to give everybody everything, but you can't. You have to have poor people, you have to have a lower class, then you have to have like the middle class so that poor people can move up and the middle class or the lower class can move up and everybody could strive for something. Like they always talk about rungs on a ladder. People need to strive for that or even get to a point where it's comfortable, and some people are okay with it. Like my brother, when he was alive, he was okay with it. Working, getting, doing this and this because he lived his life the way he wanted to. I mean, he could have been better, but it was his choice how he lives. People are like that, and
that's
that's fine.
that's the
But
way I do things.
yeah,
I
but the
mean,
thing is, you can't tell people, okay, well, we're gonna give you stuff, we're gonna do this and this, and because seriously, school's gonna be free. Is it really? Can I go to school at 45? No, you still have to have good grades. Oh, it's only smart people. Oh, let's give illegals free schooling, free housing. No, dude, if you come into the system the normal way, and we have the same amount of Mexican, Guatemalan, Filipino, Nigerian,
Honduran.
British, Honduran, Saudi, any India, any people, you do the even amount. That's fine, and you give help. You help them with aid to be better because they're coming here with nothing. That's one thing. But to give people who come in here illegally and commit crimes and stuff to get here, because that's technically a crime. And they're like, yeah, but you'd fight too if you. First thing I wouldn't do is if I was born in a bad country, dude, I'm born in this country and I didn't have kids because the opportunity never arose. I never said, hey, let me just bust a nut just to have a kid. That's bad thinking. And that's what puts these people in these positions. And they wants to elect these crazy nut jobs because they think they're going to give it to them. And throughout history, they never did. So it's a matter of get off your ass, work hard. And if you can have a kid and everything aligns, the stars are all aligned, or things work good, or you're with someone who makes good money, then go ahead. I mean, you shouldn't be able just to have a kid because you could. I mean,
Well, I mean, speaking of, I mean, do you want to work for my construction company that I'm getting ready to start?
huh?
Yeah, I'm going to
Uh,
start a construction company, and the motto is going to be: "We screw, we nut, we bolt."
it's good. I like that. But but see, that's what I'm saying. So it's like I drive Lisa nuts talking about this stuff, and I told her she should be thinking and worry about some stuff, but she's kind of not. But it's like it's
How
some
can you
people.
not think about some of these things now?
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, she never
seriously,
really
how
had
can you
to.
not?
Well, she never really had to. Um, but I mean, I guess it wouldn't really affect her too much. Kind of like me and my friend Mike. He drives trucks for a living, and now and he loves it because he's like in a pandemic, this and this. It's a necessity. But for all these little stores to shut down and these people losing their jobs, dude, that's the best part. Is when like working for hers is like when I follow someone and we're going to different stores or we're going to like these little what do you call them, bodegas or whatever, right? To go
Hmm.
in there and to just
Here in Ohio, we
smell.
call them carryouts.
Well, yeah, but to go in there and smell like the lettuce and the cold cuts, it's euphoric because it brings me back to when I was a kid, like sandwiches. I mean, I told Lisa we should get a truck and she should make sandwiches and find a spot. Because dude, I don't know what the fuck she does or how, but for some reason her sandwiches always come out good. I swear to God, dude, she could easily charge for this shit. And I always eat too, and I'm all bloaty and fat, you know. But
Yeah, get you a food truck.
yeah, that's the
Go
thing.
into business
Well,
for yourself.
Yeah, but see, we're not black Latino with only one arm transgender, so we're probably not gonna get it. We're gonna have to get to the back of the line now because my ancestors they probably didn't have slaves because they were more savage than anything. Uh, it's all our fault. I mean, it's like see, we could talk for hours and hours and hours, and this stuff can just fly. We've only been talking for 10 minutes, and this stuff could fly from different thing to different thing to different thing. But it's like it always comes back to, oh, it's a white man's fault because they did this, they did that. Well, the white man instituted rules and did this and did that to where you are actually here. You have the ability to do this. You have the ability to do that. It's not like the white man did these things and it's great and you're welcome. Oh, it's whoever did it, they did it. Yeah, things happened bad in the past, but people shouldn't have to pay for other people's mistakes. It's like saying your dad shot up people and went to jail and sold crack to people, but you're going to do his time because he didn't finish his sentence. That doesn't make sense. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it's
wrong.
hundreds of years in the frickin' past. I mean, you have a lot of people that are saying that right now. It's hundreds of years in the past. Why should I pay for the crimes of someone I've never met? Someone I've never known in my life? Or am I related to them? Fuck, who knows? Could
Right?
be.
I'm
I
Welsh.
could be.
I thought I was Irish. I'm so sad. I went from thinking my people were still repressed, fighting England to become their own, break away from them. But nope, I found out my family was invaded by Vikings. And my lineage started from there, fighting with Vlad the Impaler. And yeah, but they didn't just pillage and plunder and murder and rape. They set up training posts. Yeah, that's
My
that's
mom,
that's good.
my mom does all the genealogy bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm fucking Heinz 57, man. I'm a little bit of frickin' everything.
uh, you're a mutt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I am.
but is it really truly everybody else who's working hard now? Is it everybody now's job to pay for people whose ancestors were treated as slaves? Because you got to remember, before black people were slaves, everybody was a slave. Look at it now. People voted for and they're sticking up for the Democrats and shit. Dude, they support the China stuff. They support all this and that. And what is China doing? What is China? China has slave camps. They put Muslims in slave camps. Their own people. They used to kill the women until they had until you had a son. They would kill the baby if it was a girl because women were inadequate. They couldn't
Well,
contribute
that was
enough.
population control too.
Well, yeah, but still, like, with all that stuff though, and like the things that they do to them, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like nobody says anything about that, and
Inhumane bullshit is what it is.
and do you really think that if Republicans were presidents for the next 8 to 12 to 16 years, that seriously we're never going to get any products from China or Japan? Come on, it's still going to get here. Oh, but then here's the best argument that I hear is, oh well, they passed off the price on to us and it cost us more. Uh, yeah, but just like a video game, if you wait long enough, you could get it cheaper. It'll cost you more to get it right now, or you could buy it later and get it a little cheaper. How desperate are you to get it? And if you are, think about it. Weigh that against stuff that you buy in America. Well, let's see. We're going to raise minimum wage to $15 an hour. $15 an hour. Gas is going to go up to $5 everywhere. Milk is going to go
Okay,
up. Milk and eggs will go up to five.
your 99-cent hamburger that 15-year-old kid just got a work permit is making is now going to cost you about $4 because not
Well, if you can get a
only
99-cent hamburger, tell me where, man, because you can't do that in Jersey. It's already $5. It'll be $10. Like McDonald's is fucking for if you were to get a Big Mac meal, no lie, a large with fries, large fries, because you gotta get large fries, right? And it literally costs you $9 and change. It used to be four
that's
dollars and change. You give everybody
and
15,
what's that going
it's
to
gone
be
to $12.
if they got to pay this 15-year-old pimply face piece of shit $15 an hour? It's
Yeah, they
going
gotta
to
pass it off. Yeah,
yeah,
pass it off to the
they've got
consumer.
it's called inflation. People don't understand that.
And the
Uh,
best part is, but the best part is about that, Mike. The best part is that if they give everybody 15 an hour that didn't earn it, I mean, even Coke and Pepsi start you at 15, while everybody that's been there for years make it 20. You got to earn up that after so many years, you could eventually get up there. But that's the thing, and that's smart that they're doing that. They're saving money there because they have a high turnover rate, so they're actually not paying as many guys as much money as they would be. Like when I used to be there, they used to always start people at the same. Now, if you raise the price of minimum wage, think about it this way. Okay, so right now, just to say it's $10 an hour, right? $10 an hour, minimum wage. Okay, you see how expensive stuff is now. Give you $15 an hour in the next 4 years, that stuff's going to go up in price. It's going to be as if you're right where you are now. They're giving you more money, right? Which means they're going to be taking more money out in taxes, and you're going to be paying more money to get the stuff. So technically, you're in the same
You're making
place.
less money.
Yeah, no, not even that. You're in the same place. They're giving you more money, but you're really not getting more money because you're paying more to get these things that you're paying what you're paying now. It's like take your one hand and put it up to your chest and say, "I make this much," and then put your other hand right below your chest and say, I pay this much for stuff." Now do that to your head. Raise it over your head and under your head. You're in the same fucking place. You're just higher. It feels like, oh, I'm getting paid more, yeah, but life doesn't seem to change. It still feels the same. That's the part
It,
about being at work and working hard and earning your raises and being better than other people and pissing other people off because you do the job so good. They give you more money. You feel valued, appreciated. You work harder. Your job lasts longer.
and I don't think people understand that if you raise minimum wage to $15 an hour, what that is doing is that is going to kill small business.
Yeah. Or they're going to raise the
It
price of their shit. And like I said, you're going to be
well,
back to where
I
you're
mean,
at now.
think of my
Well,
family.
the
You know,
Democrats already killed small businesses during Corona. This bullshit virus that they used. I mean, you could take any virus, dude, and tell people, "Oh my God, it's a pandemic. It's going to start happening." They're going to rush to stores, being scared for 2 weeks, asses and elbows, and it's going to spread like wildfire. It's like saying,
yeah.
"Here, there's a little fire here. Everybody, throw kindle on it." Forest fire.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I don't know about all of this pandemic stuff. I mean, I'm the type of person where I'm gonna because I'm immune uh, deficient or whatever the hell they're calling that
From
right now.
alcohol? You mean alcohol prevents you from getting sick? I had a
No, I
beer.
mean,
Beer one.
uh, well, I've had about 14 today. I'm good.
I'm good for the
Cough
next
on me.
week.
Let's
Shit.
see if it works. Uh, but I'm the type of person I'll wear a mask until they can guarantee me the shit's gone.
Nah, me. As soon as half the population in America has it, and you can take it off, I'm taking it off. Cause dude, I already had it last year. Oh no, you didn't. My uncle's like, no, you didn't. This, it's new. I go, and then you're finding out. It's funny how after Joe supposedly won cheat fraud, stuff like that. It suddenly everything comes out. Oh, and okay, now we can look at Hunter Biden. That's election tampering. Oh, we can look at him now because the election's over. It won't affect anything. That's election tampering. Ben Shapiro was talking about that, and then all this stuff new came out. What, a few months ago? Oh well, only really 6% of people who had it without issues died. Well, of course, if you get any flu, my mom was afraid she had pneumonia, right? And she had immune deficiency and pulmonary hypertension and COPD, neuropathy, diabetes, you name it, bad heart, right? And she finally died because her organs just gave out. And she was afraid when she got the flu that she would die. This would affect her. Dude, the flu could kill anybody if they have an issue. Back in 2018, 85,000 people died. Not once did they even bring it up. Not once did they say, "Oh my God, you gotta get the shots, gotta wear masks, we're gonna die. Oh, we need to hunker down." 85,000's a lot. It's a lot of motherfucking people. Okay? Now,
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're way above that now with the.
are we? Are we? I mean, come on. Anybody in the right mind can't say every single one they report is an actual death. Okay, they reported
I
somebody. They
agree with
reported
you
somebody
there.
who they reported somebody. You report somebody with like a gunshot. The guy shot himself to try to commit suicide, but he had COVID because he had COVID. They're saying that he died of COVID. No, he blew his brains out. I mean, it's like they were getting paid. Elon Musk was
But it was
saying it.
called COVID.
Hospitals were
It
filing
was
for
called COVID
bankruptcy.
related. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not that way, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not the actual just the disease itself. Of course, there's people. So what do you do? Okay, next time a pandemic comes around, which I doubt will happen because people will be like, you know what, fuck this shit, we don't care. And all you do is you take care of the elderly people. If you got elderly parents, family, neighbors, hey, what can I get for you? What could I do? It's simple. They've done it for you when you were a kid. They looked out for you and you didn't know it, you know? And it's like you look out for them and that's it. And then we go to work and do what we got to do. Oh, no. And Dr. Fauci, that clown is, he actually uh, hired Dr. Fauci to be his medical, whatever guy. Dude, he failed at every turn. Oh no, no, we don't need to wear masks. It's not, oh, we don't have to worry about a pandemic. It's not going to come here. Oh no, no, we don't need to wear masks. Only certain people. It can't be transmitted that way. Oh wait, it can be trans. Oh okay, so you were never wrong. And then he hunkered down, was quiet for a while. And then he did interviews, tried to act like Trump was quiet, silencing him. And then they say that it doesn't stick on surfaces like they thought it would. Oh, he goes, well, you know, it's a very tricky thing. It's very complicated. Yeah, everything's complicated. Tard. Oh well, little
Yeah.
kids could go to school, but if they have old people, grandparents or something living with them, then they could bring it home and transmit it to them. And okay, well, I'm pretty sure the
It's like,
majority
well,
of the
no
kids
shit. The
don't,
common cold can be transmitted that way. What the
right?
hell?
Yeah, right. And that's the thing too. It's like, uh, if you have kids who don't live with people who could get sick, then you know they could easily go to school and then have the other kids go via video, and they could watch and have everybody else in class. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, here's my thing.
huh?
You had both sides. It being an election year, obviously you had the left and the right, and one side would say one thing, and the other side would say the other thing, and all they want to do is just contradict each other. It's like, oh, well, you think of it this way, so we think of it
I
this
have this
way.
muted now.
That's
He can't
that's all
hear
it
me. But
was.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
so, what was your plan to solve all this? You were telling me earlier that you wanted to tell me, but you didn't.
Oh God, are you ready for
Yeah,
this?
go get
This
mommy.
will this will solve everything. This will bring peace
Is
to the
dying to hear
country.
this. Peace,
Yeah, this will bring peace to the country. This will help.
prosperity. I'm afraid. I'm thinking you're joking now. I thought you were serious.
Oh no, I'm 100% serious.
Okay, let's hear
I
your plan for
I
world
am
peace.
100. This will help the economy. This will help everything. All right. So you got your Antifa people over here on the left, right?
Uh
Then you got your patriots over here on the right, and you got your Antifa over here protesting. And then you got your people over on the right protesting against the Antifa people.
huh.
All right, follow me so far?
Uh huh.
Okay. What we do, this is how we have peace in this country. You tell the Antifa people, and you tell the, I guess they're calling themselves patriots or whatever, which, fine by me, call yourself whatever. Say, you pick your biggest, baddest, meanest some bitch. I would say
What?
man or woman, but
Oh, I went. I
you
went.
can't do that
No,
anymore.
I couldn't. I couldn't put it one on one because what if they do have someone who's highly trained? Because apparently,
But now
Antifa
you
is
gotta hear
actually
me out
funded
on
by
this.
China. No, but did you know that Antifa is actually funded by China? That it actually has China ties?
You gotta hear me out on this though.
Okay.
This is my master plan.
Uh.
Each side, pick your meanest some bitch you got, and right in the middle of Madison Square Garden, we put them
Huh.
right in the we put them right in the fucking cage. Ain't no way they can get out. We have them fight to the death.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Now, now the one that doesn't die first, we have to have a 2 week grace period now.
Two
And
week
my
grace
cat
period.
just knocked a bowl off the fucking table. Uh, you have to have a 2 week grace period. Make sure that son bitch don't die. Now, if they both end up dying, you take your second meanest son bitch from each side. Now, you know there's going to be somebody that would protest against this event, right?
Uh huh.
Now, guess what? They
What?
have to pick somebody because we have a 3 way fucking dance now. And by the time everybody is done
I
protesting,
thought you were
we have
serious.
a. I
Uh.
am.
Yeah, but As wonderful as that sounds, it'll probably end up like the last Mike Tyson fight, where they'll just be fair and nice, and that
But
they'll
see,
turn into a
that's the
slapping
thing.
fight, pulling
But
hair
that's
and
the
biting.
thing. But that's the thing. When it's all said and done with, it's all on pay-per-view. Boom, the economy is fixed because people like
Economy.
me would pay to watch this
It's not how
shit.
the economy works. Economy works when people spend money and they buy
People
things.
would people would spend money on the pay-per-view.
That's not the economy. That's just one event. Here, I'm thinking you had the
But it
answer.
could last for
Sorry,
weeks. It
people.
could
I
last
thought
for
he
weeks.
actually. I thought Mike had the answer to. I feel so bad. Nah, but no, I
No.
get. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But dude, see, here's the reality. All right.
Let people kill each other off until
Well,
the problem is solved. And
uh,
and where I was going with
keep
that
funding
is
the
that
country through
whoever
that.
is the last one to die,
Uh.
whoever's the last one to die is the one that makes the fucking rules.
Well,
I am so sick of all these
the
people.
election, based off of the rallies. Come on, there's one way. I mean, come on. Statistically, people that they call he numbers, they got a pen in one hand, they got their pecker in the other, and they're I love numbers. Talk to me numbers, and they live for this shit, right? They said statistically it's a statistical impossibility that he could have won. And first off, this clown, he's a clown. He
Apparently,
got,
numbers don't mean
dude,
anything
he got
anymore.
more votes than Obama. Oh, bullshit, dude. No effing way, yo. Come on. All right. Secondly, as far as people go, there was always riots in the streets, this and this. Oh, someone died. Oh, Breonna Taylor. I didn't even know. Did you know Breonna Taylor's mom got money? She got paid $10 million for the death of her daughter. So everybody's fighting because of what happened. Everybody's fighting and looting and hollering and everything. Meanwhile,
Yeah, cause money,
the mom,
cause
no,
money
no, no,
makes everything okay.
no, the mom agreed on the price of her life, and it was worth $10 million. Okay, and now some people would say, "Yeah, you take it too." Well, I don't know. I'm not in that position, so I can't judge. But she did.
No,
So
I can't
doesn't
judge
that
neither.
doesn't that make that whole issue irrelevant? She threw in a towel for $10 million. She didn't fight. She didn't try to get anybody arrested. And then a year later, this one guy's all drugged up, doing things, this and that. He was in the car. They had the video. He was already short of breath. They said he had enough in him that he would have died at home. Okay, his toxic levels were so high. And then yeah, you get some jerk off cop that got his knee on him. Boom. Okay, adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
But
that cop was in the wrong, no matter
and
what.
no,
No
yeah,
matter
and
if the guy was jacked up or not.
the best part is everybody agreed. Nobody, not one person ever, or at least that I've even heard, has even disagreed with that. Yet they still looted and burned shit. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Everybody agrees with you, like 125,000%. But yet they still did shit. This shows you the
I
mentality of these
asked the
fucking
question one
animals.
time. I asked the question one time when this shit was going on in Baltimore a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I asked the question. I, I, I'm sorry. It still irritates me to this freaking day. I said, why? If you're upset, why would you burn down your own community? Why would
Right.
you burn down your own small little corner stores? Why would you bust the window and file in like fucking cockroaches
And
and
attack
steal from
elderly
them?
while they're eating outside, elderly and
Yeah.
drinking their stuff and doing that. But you know what's funny though? And
Do you
they're
know
all
what the
saying,
answer I got was?
"What?
Well, they're angry.
That don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right."
I'm a Browns fan. I'm angry every Sunday. Do you
I
see me out
know.
there burning my
Well,
fucking neighbor's house down?
dude,
No.
look at the Million MAGA March or whatever. Oh, those people were asses and elbows, bro. Right? Nobody. It was so peaceful, right? And then all of
Which
a
during a
sudden,
pandemic I find ridiculous. I mean,
once
I
it went
voted for
down,
the man,
Antifa
but I
went in
still
there.
find it ridiculous.
Well, see, Antifa had to get involved. They had to wait until there was less people there because they knew they would have gotten murdered. They would have gotten trampled like wildebeest. But that's the thing, though. They still had to get involved. Why? Because they had to. Why? Because they're the problem. And you don't see that? Oh, no. Oh, that's what insurance is for. But if insurance has to pay for stores to get fixed, stores will have to raise their
Insurance will
prices, you
not
moron.
pay. Insurance will not pay for civil unrest.
Well, no, 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 no. Insurance will pay for the building and everything like that, they probably won't pay for the product. But here's the problem: when they say, uh, shit, oh well, Trump puts tariffs on stuff. Yeah, it actually helped. He puts tariffs, and then it passes the price. Oh, he'll never get Mexico to pay for the wall. Mexico has 150,000 troops along the wall, and a lot of people don't even know that when if you, Mike, were to walk over to the wall on either side and touch it, an alarm goes off, and they know exactly where you are, and they send people out there. So it does more. It does more. It actually is. It actually has tech on it and cameras and so I don't know. I think they said some parts have cameras. They said if it ever gets touched, they know. Now see that's the thing. Like if someone's trying to climb it, they know. But here's the thing though. It's you say that well putting tariffs on stuff. Like some people were saying, well that passes the buck to us. Well, burning shit down is the same thing.
That's not doing a damn
They need to
thing.
make their money back. And if anything, they say, you know what, they're going to burn it down. We need to make this money before they burn it down again. And it's just it's crazy. And these are the people that they assume are going to do good, that are going to take care of them. Well, I could just sit there. I just noticed I put Nancy Pelosi same picture. Damn it, twice. Anyway, they these are the people that they think are going to take care of them. Like you have to work for your own stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, but being a socialism is a good country. It's failed everywhere. It's funny how they've interviewed Asian people on the street, not CNN, but the OAN One America Network, uh, and that other one, Newsmax. They've actually interviewed Asian people. They said we left because of communism. Now this country's going to turn communism. Now we're going to have to leave this country. Like we left because of that. We know it's coming. We see it. This is exactly what happened when our country went that way, and we left it. These are things that took place before it went communist, and we left for a better place. And then now this country is going to turn into it. It's crazy. But personally, I think I'm kind of looking forward to this in a sense because it'll give us a chance to do podcasts to laugh and enjoy. And post videos of the
Oh,
crazy shit
you
that
know,
happens because people don't get their way, and when the Democratic Party eats itself out alive from the inside, like it's already happening. Joe's pissing off the left. People, even Democrats, are saying Nancy Pelosi will not get reelected next year. She is gone. We are going to get rid of her before 2022. She's out of here.
what is it? Some people say, or what's the saying? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Uh, no, I like to go swimming. I don't like fire. I like water better. But that's the thing is
And
it's
that's what this country is doing. This country is burning for no frickin' reason.
yeah, because bad things happen. They put a pandemic in place. I think they need to do it where there's no elections. And I think if Trump was reelected, he would make it to where if a pandemic or something like this happens during an election year, it can't. It would have to wait till the pandemic's done. Everybody, I mean, dude, you should see in Jersey, bro. Like this morning, I got home like around 10:30. Dude, at 9 o'clock or so, like driving down a highway, dude, it's so many cars. There's not this many cars on a normal Saturday. I know it's the holiday, but people are out. All you had to do is tell people, bring your own wipies, because everybody's got them. Have some for some people. They grab one, they wipe down the machine, beep, 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 because everybody's been going shopping. They've been using little touchpads. All they had to do, and it takes less time than getting out of your car, walking to the parking lot, going through the door, walking to the back, get milk and bread, and come all the way up front, even just for milk or bread, which is your basic essentials, and butter or orange juice or cheese, right? Takes less time to
Hmm.
walk in, wipe it down, beep, 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 done, move on. And they could have had an election where it lasted an entire week, where people from with the last name from this to this, or the number like Hurricane Sandy, they said that your last number, you go this day, odd numbers go this day, even numbers go that day for gas. They could have done that, no problems. But then all this stuff happens. They have video footage. They have the best part's going to be just like Hunter Biden's laptop. People have it. The stuff's being suppressed. I can guarantee you if people trusted some people and those people held that stuff, I guarantee you, like next year, 2021 is going to be the year of revelations. I was telling Lisa this. All this stuff's going to come out about Hunter Biden. That's how they're going to get rid of Joe. I don't think he really cares because he's already got his millions. And all this stuff's going to come out. Everything's going to come out about everything. COVID.
And by the time it's all said and done with, the FBI will be prosecuted.
They're going to make a movie. Disney
Oh
should
yeah,
make it. Disney should make it.
this is gonna be the next fucking JFK conspiracy theory
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. Because I mean, into the
25 years
virus.
from now, or 50 years from now, yeah, we'll release the information. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's like saying there's zombies outside. Do not go outside. But we need to eat. Go out. No, and you have the military and everything going through the streets, killing zombies, hunting them down, and then you get people going, "I need my cigarettes, I need my alcohol." You got there to get bit, and they keep turning. Or you tell people, "No, don't go outside. This is there's zombies out there. You're gonna get bit. We gotta get my food first." They go and they start getting bit and they spread it. I mean, come on, dude. It was a super spreader event when they called it pandemic. That's when it all started. That's when it all went downhill. And I don't care what anybody says. Dude, I was getting hit by shopping carts every day, packing out chips. People go, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I go, "No, you're not. You wouldn't hit me if you were." You know, I was
And
constantly. I
don't
was
you
on
find it
ladders,
funny this
dude.
all
I was
happens
on
in a
12-foot
freaking
ladders
election
getting
year?
chips, and they were hitting me. 12-foot ladders, they were hitting me with carts. They didn't care. Once they got the toilet paper, dude, there's big fat people, big fat dudes grabbing pork chops. I saw this one dude, man, huge. I haven't seen him since. He probably died. Huge. Dude, he went in the shop, right? He got all these pork chops and beef hanging out of his cart. I go over to Acme, that's literally across the street. Well, sort of, like across one street. Dude, he had more shit in his cart there. Like, dude. And people were buying shit that they weren't being realistic. Like, by next pandemic, what do you get? You get your basics. Baby cold cuts, maybe not. Bread, milk, canned goods, what else? Cereal, dry foods, chips. I even had a friend tell me that snacks weren't essential. I'm like, they're comfort foods. What are you talking about? It's not essential. Cigarettes are. Alcohol is, yeah, but chips aren't. It's the same thing. It's a drug. I mean, look at my fat belly. I've been eating. It was quite essential for me this year.
People don't understand that when they hoard things like that, like with the toilet paper and the buying up everything they can buy up, they don't understand that's not helping them.
Sorry about
That's
that.
harming them
Yeah.
because if you're going to hoard things, if shit does hit the fucking fan, you know what's going to happen? People are going to know exactly who the fuck to go to.
Uh huh.
Like, oh, well, old Teddy down the street right there, he bought 5,000 rolls of toilet paper.
Well, here's the thing too that drives me nuts that nobody's, even the news isn't talking about. The House and the Congress, they don't go and Senate. They're not going to work because of the pandemic. Why? You are
But yeah,
elected
you're supposed
officials.
to
You're
do your
elected.
job.
Yeah, you're an elected official. You get paid more than the average American that elected you. Okay, most average American you get paid more than, and you're not showing up to work, but you're still getting paid. I think they should have to punch in too, and you don't punch in, you don't get paid. I think that should be an hourly job. I think you should only be allowed to do so many. Well, what if they want to work from home and it's easier? No, no, you need to be full access. You need to be there so people can get a hold of you, so they know where you are, and they should have term limits. And if you're in politics, like Nancy Pelosi, Skeletor, Crypt Keeper, whatever you want to call her, I mean, her teeth when she talks, it's like I can't get my teeth straight. When she, even her and Sandy Cortez, when they're talking, they don't even. You could tell they're not wearing masks because they're like, how can the mask mask my face pipe? Even Joe Biden, he talks slow. Oh, no, no, and he can't even keep it on. He's like, come on, man. Here's the
You have to,
deal.
you have to spin it backwards like a Nazi Osborne record just to
Right?
figure out what the fuck he said.
She said that she doesn't feel good because she ate too many candy bars last night with her. Okay, all right, gotcha. I mean, dude, it's
Her
the whole
bottle of
point.
wine, her
Well,
her
the whole point.
15 gallons of ice cream.
Yeah, and it's easy to get rid of her. Just so all someone's got to do is push her into her freezer and close it, and put a broomstick there. She ain't never getting out. Problem solved. Um,
Nah, I can't say that.
no, you know what's gonna happen? I guarantee you, she's gonna end up dead. They're gonna find her, in her freezer door, like in either inside it, or they're gonna find her like dead, like Elvis hunched over it with gelato in her hand, one hand, and a spoon in the other. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, either that or dead from a bottle of wine next to it, like a typical, like you would see in a movie. Because she fits the profile, dude. Man, look at all the plastic surgery, all this and this, and I had to get my hair done. I mean, dude, the whole point of this podcast is basically like everybody's saying the same things. People that aren't, that think everything's gonna be better, get a clue. It wasn't great during Obama. The Republicans wouldn't let him do anything. He turned into a fucking asshole. Yes, I said it. And dude, apparently he even said white people are racist in his new book. the way he said it, he made reference to it, and they're like people were appalled. And now the Democrats hate. There's a movie on Netflix called Hillbilly Elegy, and it's about a true story about a kid who ran it. Like he knows people in Ohio. I think it was Ohio.
Hey,
But my point is, it's like you know who I'm talking about. And this guy went to
yeah, my
college.
neighbors.
This kid went to college. He went to college and he worked hard and he became a lawyer. And they're like, oh, but that's not good because he got up on his own. People need to know the government can take care of them, raise their kids and everything. No, I say your kid goes into school and shoes up at school, and guess what? You do half his sentence with him. What? Why? And be stuck in the same cell. So this way,
Because you
you
should have
know,
raised your child better.
yeah, and so you could beat the crap out of him. Well, why? He didn't shoot him. Well, you didn't hide the gun. You know, people commit crimes. They do stuff like that. I mean, dude, there's just so much that's like. And personally, I think guns are for cowards. We've had that talk. I mean, unless you like it for sport or collection, but otherwise, you know, to go pop pop driving by people, the ability to do it. They had. They were talking like we don't want to get rid of guns, just the auto rifles. I saw a thing on Twitter or YouTube. No, YouTube. One of those quick video things, and the guy modified an air rifle. He got rid of the auto, and he made it so that put a clip in and went, and he pulled the trigger so fast so many times. He's like, "Wait, is it done?" He goes, "Is it broken?" No, you shot the whole clip. Like he went with his finger, so it doesn't matter. People don't mind pulling the trigger. You can take away their autos. It don't matter. A gun's a gun. But these people, they think they're gonna get free shit. They think things are gonna be good. AOC says make buildings with smaller windows to save energy. Oh, you mean like a prison? Oh, okay. Right.
Well, see, I mean, I understand your thing with guns. I understand that,
Yeah.
but you have
I'm a
to
knife guy.
you have to stop and think. Most law-abiding gun owners don't walk out of their house with a gun.
I know. I know.
Hardly ever. I mean, yeah, you have your people that concealed carry, or you have your people that open carry, but that's their right to do so.
Yeah.
Do they walk out of their house planning to use it? No.
No.
No, they do not. Your
Cops hope they don't
criminals,
have to use it.
yeah, your criminals are the ones that walk out of their house carrying their gun, planning to use it,
Yeah.
or expecting that they might have to use it.
Yeah.
But guess why they might have to use it? Because they're in the wrong fucking business. Because they're out there selling drugs, they're gang banging, they're they have a freaking meth lab out in the woods. You know, yeah, they might have to use their weapon, but they're not doing it for the right thing. You're
Yeah.
law-abiding gun owners.
Well, I I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be entertaining to watch everything fall apart. Personally, I'm hoping that the Democratic Party does dissolve sort of enough to the point where people realize that bad things happen. That's how he got in, and that this way we could actually maybe even create a party based off of both sides. They could actually be more neutral. Like, okay, you know what? I'm more of a Republican. Well, I'm more of a Democrat. Well, you're better. I'm the better candidate for president than you. Yeah, but I'm gonna pick you anyway. If you lose in our debates, I'm gonna pick you as my vice president. Oh, okay. And they both have similar views, slightly different ideas what they want to do. I think that's what we need more rather than these ideals versus these ideals. Why are we voting every 4 years based off of ideals? Like this is how it should be. This is how it shouldn't be. Abortion. You shouldn't kill a baby at all ever. Or oh, you could kill a baby right before it's born. No, abortion's fine, but to an extent, and within the actual time that it's good enough to do it. Or how about have protection? Wear protection. How about you know what I mean? Like people need
There's
to be
many
held
ways
responsible.
to prevent things.
Prevent. Yeah. I mean, you want to bang all the time, you don't want kids, vasectomy, snip, snip, problem solved, dude. That's it. End of story. I mean, come on. There's so many ways to
Well,
fix
I may
things.
want a kid later. I say, okay, well, keep
Well,
it in
they
your
could,
pants
they,
now.
no, but no, they do. They could do reversal. It's worked. It worked. It's there. But see, that's the whole point, dude. It's to the point. It's the fact is, look, there's so many ways to do stuff. It's so obvious and easy. People don't want to do it because it's too easy. Then there'll be nothing to fight for. Then it would just be business as usual. Which personally, growing up as a kid, not having to follow politics because things weren't as bad, that's not a bad thing to live. That's not a bad way to live. Oh, we're at war. We didn't go to war. Trump, pulled people out. We didn't go to war. Guarantee we're gonna go to war with Russia or China now, or somebody else. Why? Because they're
Oh,
gonna have.
and then we're all fucked.
Well, the problem is, they say it's always bad to change presidents in a time of war. And what's the best way to do it? Go to war and then get stuck again. Kamala Harris is a nut job. She put more black people in prison than anybody in the United States. And then I had some black
She
people tell
nuttier
me,
than squirrel shit.
well, yeah. Some people are telling me, oh, well, she's done a lot of good things. Dude, she's locked them up. I don't care what you did. It was good.
Tell me one.
Yeah, locked them up for smoking weed. And then she talks on the radio. Oh yeah, I've indulged. Who's your favorite rapper? This and that. Oh, I listen to hip hop every now and then. Who's your favorite? Snoop
The
Dogg.
only
Oh,
thing
jeez.
her
Really?
whole damn
She's
campaign
fake.
was, I'm from Oakland. She do the stanky leg and I can dance. I was like, bitch, no
The
one
stinky
gives two
leg.
fucks about that.
I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. This is great. Well, she's a an anchor baby anyway. But I could guarantee you that if you go in her music collection, it's mostly Bollywood. I guarantee it. She's so fucking fake, dude. She's so dude. You see the work she did? She didn't get it done. She got it done on her face, not her neck. You can tell her neck looks like a 60-year-old woman. Her face looks like a 45-year-old woman. Come on. And
I
sometimes
mean,
she looks
I
like a boxer when she
I
clenches her
don't
face
care if
up.
her fucking playlist was a bunch of goddamn Jimmy Swagner hymnals. I don't care about any of that. It's like if you're gonna run
Run on principle and
as
ideas,
yeah, run on what you're actually wanting to fucking do.
but
Don't run
actually,
on some bullshit.
and campaign. Don't hide. She was in protective custody. Did you know that? They had her under protective custody. He didn't even. He barely did anything, and he would say the same thing on Twitter. He tweets the same shit. He words it different, right? And then someone goes, "Do you realize you're saying the same thing over and over, just wording it differently?" And I put, "Do you really think he's actually doing this?" Come on.
It's a computer.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this short because I got to get me a haircut. So, talking
I get
crazy.
I get a haircut, but I'm bald, so
I'm not talking about my pubes, dude. I'm talking about the one on my head. But anyway, um, yeah, that was gross. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here.
I got
This is
confused for
Frost.
a second. I had no idea what you was talking about.
You didn't know whether to wind your ass or scratch your watch. Okay, I got you.
Damn
Um,
right.
my head's so shiny, it's slicker than a cum on a gold tooth. But anyway, this is Frost.
And pickle.
Pickle Mike. Okay, it's just weird. We'll get into that later. But hopefully, people listen to this and leave comments. Drop comments in the comment section. Hit it up on Twitter. The link will be connected to it on Twitter. It's let me just get this right because I haven't used it in a while. Where is it? So if I get this haircut, I gotta get money. It's at WNNW podcast on Twitter. If you have any ideas or if you want to come on here and talk, we haven't done a video. We're doing this through Xbox. I could do it through PlayStation too, like PS4, but usually Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox X. Usually a little bit easier to do, but not too advanced with this. But hopefully this could start something. We could just talk about stuff, and I mean, I do know that I'm hoping you'll be back on. You'll be back, Mike, so we could do more Democratic Wall of Weird, more crazy stuff, because this is going to be one fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and if we hurt your feelings, go fuck yourself.
Hey, if they made it this far, they didn't hurt feelings enough. See, I not right before I leave, I would just like to say that I respect people more who can actually talk without arguing and screaming, and then kind of leave, because you always find some common ground regardless of which angle you come at. So hopefully, like this video. Hopefully you heard it all, and hit us up in the comment section. Hate us, like us, whatever you want. Anything's free. All right, catch you guys later. Pieces.
I do a little fucky fucky.
Oh, okay. That's a very good. That's real good.